It was snowing hard that night. The wind cut through the air like broken glass, and the world felt cold, not just outside, but deep in the heart of a young woman sitting alone on a bench. She clutched a small bundle wrapped in a thin white blanket, trembling not from the cold, but from fear. Her lips were blue, her eyes swollen from crying, and when a man in a red shirt stopped in front of her, her first words broke him instantly. "Please. I can't take care of her," she whispered. "Take my baby. She deserves a better life." Hey everyone, welcome back to Kindness Lights, where real stories remind us that kindness can change everything. If you believe the world needs more compassion, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us spread more light and love across the world. It all started on a freezing December evening in a small Midwestern town. The streets were quiet, the stores had closed early because of the storm, and snowflakes drifted down like soft feathers. John, a single father in his 30s, had just finished buying diapers and baby formula for his 10-month-old son. Life hadn't been easy for him since his wife passed away the previous spring, but he was learning to manage one day at a time. As he walked toward his car, he noticed a figure sitting on a bench near the bus stop. At first, he thought she was waiting for a ride, but something about her posture made him pause. Her arms were wrapped tightly around something, her shoulders shaking. Despite the cold, she wasn't wearing a coat, just a thin beige sweater and jeans. John's instincts as a father kicked in. He walked closer. "Miss? Are you all right?" he asked gently. The young woman looked up, startled. She couldn't have been more than 20. Her face was pale, her head shaved, maybe from illness, or maybe hardship. She hesitated, then unwrapped the blanket just enough for John to see the tiny face of a newborn baby. "She's only 3 days old," she said softly. I have no one. No home. No money. I thought I could do this, but I can't. Please, take her. You look kind. You look like someone who could love her." John froze. He felt the world stop for a second. Snowflakes melted against his cheeks as he tried to find words. "You can't just give away your baby," he said, voice trembling. "There has to be someone who can help you, a shelter, a hospital." Tears rolled down her face. "I tried," she said. "They said there's a waiting list for housing. I've been sleeping in a laundromat. My baby doesn't deserve this." She looked down at her daughter, kissing her forehead gently. "She deserves warmth. She deserves love. I can't even feed her properly." John's heart twisted. He knew what desperation felt like. He'd been there after losing his wife, alone, scared, unsure if he could raise his son. But he'd made it through because someone had been kind to him when he needed it most. A neighbor had dropped off groceries, a friend had fixed his car for free, and a stranger had covered his electric bill 1 month without even saying who it was. Kindness had saved him. He looked at the young woman again, fragile, broken, and terrified. "What's your name?" he asked. "Lila," she whispered. "Lila," he said softly, "let's get you and your baby somewhere warm. I'm not taking your baby away from you. But I can help." She shook her head. "You don't understand. I'm sick. The doctor said I might not." Her voice cracked. "I might not have long. I can't let her grow up watching me fade away. I want her to live for a moment." John didn't know what to do. He wasn't rich. He worked at a small repair shop, barely making ends meet. But when he looked at the tiny baby, her little hands curled up against her chest, something inside him stirred. Love didn't ask for permission. He reached out and gently touched the baby's hand. "Then let's do this together," he said. "You don't have to disappear, Lila. Come home with me. You and your baby can stay until we figure something out." No one should have to face this alone. Lila stared at him, her eyes wide with disbelief. "You'd really do that?" "For a stranger," John smiled faintly. "Someone once did it for me. And it changed everything." That night, John drove them home. He gave Lila a warm blanket, a bowl of soup, and a place to rest. His little son, Noah, crawled up to the crib and looked curiously at the newborn baby, giggling softly. For the first time in days, Lila smiled. Over the next few weeks, John helped Lila get medical care, arranged a social worker, and reached out to local charities. The community stepped up in ways neither of them expected. People donated baby clothes, food, and even covered part of her treatment. The small town came alive with kindness because one person had chosen compassion over convenience. Months passed, and Lila's health slowly improved. She became like family, helping John with Noah, cooking meals, reading bedtime stories. The baby, whom she named Grace, grew stronger every day. Then one morning, Lila handed John a folded letter. "You gave me back my hope," it read. "I thought kindness was something people only talked about, but you showed me it's real. I don't know what my future holds, but because of you, my daughter will always know love." John hugged her tightly. "You're not alone," he said. "You never will be." A year later, on a bright spring afternoon, the park where they'd first met looked different, green, alive, full of laughter. John pushed Noah and Grace on the swings while Lila sat nearby, her smile radiant. She wasn't just surviving anymore, she was living. Sometimes, kindness doesn't come in grand gestures. It comes in quiet decisions, a warm meal, a ride home, a hand held through fear. It's the courage to care when it's easier to walk away. So if you ever wonder whether your kindness matters, it does. More than you can imagine. Because sometimes, one act of compassion can rewrite someone's entire story. Thanks for watching this story from Kindness Lights. If this touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder that kindness still exists. Together, we can make the world a little warmer, one story at a time.